Hello, physical science class. I'm Levi again, and I'm going to be talking about the coastal beach drift, longshore drift, and wave refraction. Um, I'm sure you can tell by the definition of the words of this erosional process happens along ocean fronts. Happens along coastal beaches, for example, where waves are hitting against areas. That's kind of what defines and this erosional process is happening along coastal areas in regards to the water and the different material that's hitting against. This first picture is an example of a coastal beach drift. This is somewhere in California. I don't remember where it is, and I forgot to get that. But it's basically what happens is the coastal beach drift is some significant characteristics. Is you have on this side here you have whether it's sand or whether it's some sort of rock. Looks like it's kind of a sandy material as well, or loose dirt and soil. The waves crash into it. As they crash into it with pressure, it starts to erode it, and thus, it starts to fall down. And this is actually an example of a house that had fallen down. Interestingly enough, what they do to kind of help prevent this from happening is they'll put, as you can see, some large boulders here. Maybe they didn't have enough, I don't know, but that's to help the pressure from the waves not to be as great against against the soil and dirt here, to hopefully prevent it from eroding away. So that was kind of interesting, I learned. Wave refraction. This one I really liked. I instantly thought of a tide pool. I actually swam in something very similar to this in California. Some of you might have as well, as it's a very common thing that can kind of create tide pools. But basically what happens with wave refraction is waves are hitting and they change directions. And as they change directions, they they start to erode in a way that can cause these, this is like kind of looks like a crescent moon. I imagine kind of looks like a seashell as well, actually, because the waves are hitting it and they're changing directions. And so they're kind of, eroding it away in different sections, not just a clean erosion, like the coastal beach, erosion, what's happening in that, not the coastal beach, sorry. But what happens in the longshore drift is basically just a very kind of like a straight path along the beach. Kind of turns a little bit most of the time. So if you look at like a Google Earth image of a beach, you can oftentimes see kind of this curvature of the sand, and that is what's happening in that section of it, whereas wave refraction is not that way. Thank you, and I appreciate you listening.